Hey folks, this is ioEther and we're back with some more world tanks. So if this isn't an iconic tank, I don't know what is. This is of course Ronnok in his World Ender, the FV215B183, which if it was any more of a mouthful, I don't know how to pronounce it. Not that I really do a great job right now. Which is why I kind of nicknamed this Destroyer Worlds, because that really does stick in my mind. Now this is obviously a tier 10 game on Runeberg on fire, because you can't have a less epic name or whatever. You understand what I'm trying to say, I think. It's such an incredibly epic name for a not so incredibly epic map. But that's okay. We don't really need to be epic. Ronnok can make it epic. Oh, come on, little E5. There isn't anything down here that's going to hurt you. Just roll on forward. Just a few more feet. No? Oh, okay, fine. So Ronnok's going to move up here. He does want a clean shot on something. This thing takes so long to reload that he does need a clean shot. And for those of you wondering, yes, he is loading Hesh. No, I don't.
Enemy armor destroyed.
Oh, crap. Holy crap. Holy okay, so it's been a while since I've been on this end of this gun firing. Wow, that poor E5 had no idea what just hit him. So of course this is a 24-second reload. He did of course fire gold squash, but that's okay because honestly the joy you get out of firing this gun with this shell and oh right, it should also be known this is a 9.1 replay, so the E5 is complaining about how the hash rounds of the Destroyer Worlds are too powerful. They are a little bit powerful, probably overly so, but it's I can attest from hearing Ronnok talk in TS that he still has just as much fun with his tank post nerf, though he maybe doesn't quite have these kind of games anymore. Though that poor E5 is probably more sorry about the fact that he died in about 2 seconds than anything else, because that just hurts. Unfortunately, it looks like our team, well, it's not doing the best. We lost a T-57 Heavy in the city just a few seconds ago, and while Ronnok just waits in ambush for somebody to walk over here. Come on. Ooh, a 262A. Now, if he gets around the back of us, we're going to have some serious problems. But, unfortunately, the thingy there, this thingy, reticule, that's the one, that's the word I'm looking for. The reticule was in a weird spot, but obviously this is just a replay glitch. Quite obviously the real reticle in the game was on the right spot, and he blasted that T-62A completely away, and now the load just does not realize what he was walking into. He is now vaporized as well. Now we are quite obviously going to win this game, quite possibly because of the fact that Ronnok is just walking up and absolutely destroying tank after tank after tank. And now he has a T-57 Heavy in his sights, and he's just gonna wait for his aim to settle and fire for 1700 damage. And that was the first tank he has shot that hasn't immediately died. And well, no, I guess that guy did die, just it wasn't to Ronnok's shell. Ooh, KV4 taking out the Yag Panther. I'm gonna guess that was in fact an ammo rack, because the screen doesn't tend to shake like that if you get taken out by getting whittled to death. I see that the E5 driver is still whining in chat. He apparently hates tanks and has decided he's going to take it out on everyone who listens. Ooh. Yeah, no. I mistook who fired that. For a sec there, I thought that was Ronnok firing on the move. And then, of course, I realized how silly I was being. Because why would Ronnok ever fire on the move in this thing? Unless, of course, it was a desperation move. That's just silly. So he's moving up into the city. Looks like he's going to circle around behind the enemy. Come on. It's just a KB4. Stuck. Oh, sorry, excuse me. It's kind of early in the morning here, and haven't actually been asleep yet. Come on, circle around the enemy tanks. It's not like a KB4 can hurt you. I want to go see what happens if you drop a, you know, I forget the caliber of this gun, but 182mm shell into the back end. Oh yeah, oh yeah, completely with it. And the E3 is just like watching him do this. He can't even do anything because apparently the E3 had just fired, and Ronnok is on full health still. He's just gonna reload, and ooh, that is the E3 firing into a rock apparently for whatever reason, and Ronnok is just gonna pop. Oh, not quite full damage. Most of it got eaten by the tracks. But of course, E3 is not going to survive, so that was a beautiful game. And this is the power of the Destroyer of Worlds. 8,000 experience with a ×5 weekend with premium. Of course, earning him his first class badge. Badge? Really? Whatever. He collected another one of these things. And these tanks must hate him. 8,000 damage done in like 6 shots or something like that. It was 1 shot apiece, so yes, 6 shots for 8,000 damage. And he whiffed the last shot on the E3. Whiff is the wrong word, but I mean, it didn't do the full damage it should have, because he put it into the tracks instead of into the tank. But still, this is an epic tank, and well, runs along the lines of the Jagdpanzer E100. Both of these machines are absolutely brilliant to watch from this point of view. Of course, when you're on the other end of the gun, it's a little bit different. These are the kind of tanks I love spotting damage for in my scouts. These guys earn me the big credits. Yep. Wow. Good job, Ronnok. Got a little bit of assistance damage, that's of course because he took the tracks off the E3 and then other people killed it. And he actually made money firing completely hesh ammunition. He made cash because every single one counted and did real damage. Thank you, Ronnok, for saying that in. That was awesome to watch. Thank you all for everything you guys do for me. If you liked it, please hit that like or leave a comment below. If you didn't like it, I don't care. You can dislike if you want or leave a comment below. It's up to you. And if you guys want to support me, my Patreon link is in the description below. Go ahead and click on that and, you know, donate what you feel like donating. The more money I get from the Patreon, the more content I can give you, and the better that content. And if I get enough, I can take the ads out, which would be epic as far as I'm concerned. So thank you very much. Have a great night all. This ioEther out.